often say that Urban Grace is both a 134-year-old church and a 12-year-old church because we inherited the spiritual legacy of First Baptist Church, which was started in 1883 as a church really meant to serve downtown. But then as downtown Tacoma had a tough stage of existence, really, the church really waned, and it suffered a lot as people moved out of downtown, and ultimately they had a decision to make, which they did in 1978. They had a piece of property out in the suburbs, and they considered doing what so many other churches did, which was to move out to where it would be easier, where there was more money, and instead they decided to stay downtown because this was the ministry they felt called to. That actually was also the last time that they were able to really invest in this building and put some significant capital into it, because after that point there was a period of what I believe was very fruitful ministry, but it was also a period that saw the congregation shrink, so much so that it was barely able to survive. At which point, rather than closing its doors, they really believed in the ministry they were doing, so they sort of brought together a variety of folks and asked the question, what does downtown Tacoma need in a church? And the answer was effectively Urban Grace. Our breakfast that happens every Sunday morning is one of, if not the largest, single meal for the homeless and food insecure community in downtown Tacoma. And then we also try to work with partners. Like this morning we had University of Washington Tacoma's physician assistant school doing a foot care clinic for folks to breakfast. And so we tried to work with social service agencies that do wraparound services. So one of the things that's really exciting to me about this project in this campaign, well, one is how I think the potential it has to bring us together as a church community, but really also to help our building serve downtown, or maybe I should say help us use our building to serve the city, because we have about 1,000 people who use our building every week, and only about 15% of those would be Sunday morning. And the rest of that space is used by Christian ministries, by social service organizations, and by arts organizations. So we have 15 different offices. We have groups like Tacoma Youth Symphony, or the School of the Arts, who are in here regularly. And I mean, we have music teachers, we have social service organizations, and that, again, is at the heart of who we are. For the members of the church, of course, the life, the congregational life is the primary value of our being here. For the city as a whole, our value will be assessed not by what we do for our own kind, but what we give to the city.
Building together.
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 I'm proud of what we're building together.
Let's build together.